Welcome to another episode, everyone. Hoover Gumby crashes out on young Jefe and calls him a snitch, a rat, an individual who likes cheese. Says that he needs to get his ass off the internet and stop talking about gang politics since he's in there for a gang crime. Well, this is the headline. These are the videos that I've seen, or the titles that I've seen just recently this morning, a little while ago. Gumby crashes out on young Jefe. Gumby said that young Jefe is a snitch. I said, what's going on here? What are they talking about? Let me get over here and see what happened. Because I'm sure they're misrepresenting what Gumby said and what he was trying to say. And that is exactly the case. He does have some things to say to young Jefe about him being on the internet and saying what he's saying on the internet about baby shooter and what have you. He's revealing too much, revealing too many names, but he's talking to him like a brother. He's trying to help him out. He's not talking down to him, and he's not trying to say that he's a snitch. So I just wanted to balance out some of the content that I've seen with individuals perhaps trying to start something and trying to make it seem like he's just out here crashing out on young Jefe and calling them snitches. But he does have some things to say about him and about the individuals who have not responded on baby shooter's behalf as of yet, anyway.
The nigga shooter fuck with Watt and he don't get along with Watt. That's what my chat is saying right now. I'm saying, I don't really, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Anything's possible, bro. In this day and time right now, bro. They just let the 40s whoop one of their homies out and rob them. Like, so shit, like, motherfucker don't know, you know what I'm saying, who's behind what or what it is or how it is. But at the end of the day, that's definitely not protocol, bro. We're gonna whoop our own. If he gonna get robbed, he gonna get robbed by us. We gonna take his shit. We ain't finna let y'all take it. Nigga, that's like y'all taking from us. Nah, that's not how that shit go, bro. Like, and it's crazy because I'm just sitting here looking at how different shit is. You know what I'm saying? Man, and the boy Ant, bro, look, bro, you need to chill, bro. You need to start doing content on shit that you ain't supposed to be doing content on. You know what I mean? Like, this is not what this is, bro. You're not Channel 7 News, bro. You're not Channel 7 News, bro. And on top of that, bro, you kind of like saying a lot, bro. You saying a lot, bro. Like, I mean, you saying niggas' names, bro, even though that these niggas is telling you that this the nigga name. You ain't supposed to say the nigga name. You could just tell the story, bro. Because, bro, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we give a fuck about you, you know what I'm saying, being in jail more than you do, because you seem not to be listening, though, bro. You cannot do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's fought any type of case, murder case, I fought the death penalty on 2 different occasions. You know what I mean? And any time that you fight those type of cases, the first thing they talk about is gangs. The second thing that's the first thing they talk about is gangs. What they're doing is that it's called character evidence. Character evidence. They can convict you just on your character. They're saying that you're a violent gang member. And here it is, a gang member is in the county jail with you on the other side of the tier with you, and you just turn around and you know all the information and you giving all the information out. You can't do that, little bro. Not in your situation. And I'm not saying that, oh, he's just saying what somebody else is saying. But I'm saying the position and that he sits in right now, in the situation that he finds himself in with his own case, this is the worst possible thing you could be talking about on the internet, bro.
Yeah, so it sounds to me like this is just a big brother giving a little brother advice and not crashing out on him like one of the titles that I've seen. Hoover Gumby crashes out on young Jefe. No, he's saying here, I fought the death penalty twice. This is an individual who's been to prison himself, did a lot of years in prison, fought some serious charges, out of prison, in prison, the whole nine. So he's saying, he's telling him what the law is, that they're going to come up with and talk about this content at some point, and talk. They can convict you just on the character, and they're going to say your gang character because you're having this gang content on here, and you're naming names. You're talking about someone got robbed, someone put a bounty on someone, and you're naming the people who put the bounty on them, the person that robbed them, etc. So he just, again, sounds to me like he's talking to him the same way you would talk to your little brother. Hey, in fact, he said little bro more than once. Little bro, that's not the way to go. He's not saying don't run your content. Still run your content. Right? Need the money for the lawyer or whatever. Run your content. But you can run all kinds of content still, even from right there. You can talk about anything, but don't talk about this, right here is what he's saying. That's it. That's not him calling him. In fact, he said, I'm not saying he's snitching. In fact, he said it. I'm not calling him a snitch. I'm just saying you are saying too much. Be careful because they're going to come against it. They're going to bring this up in court, is what he said. He said, I've been through it. They're going to bring this up in court. These phone calls, this content you're running, these names you saying, they're going to bring this up. He's advising him, man, stop it. They're going to use this against you. It's all fun and games right now. They're going to use it against you later. You're in there fighting a serious case. Focus on your case and come on. Still run your content, just not this. Even if you're going to talk about fights in the county jail, leave all the names out, this and that, but don't even talk about that if it's gang stuff. Talk about, there are so many other things you could talk about. No one's going to try to tell anyone else what to do and how to run their life and how to run their content or whatever. Do what you got to do. Everyone do your stuff. Do what you feel like you need to do. But he would be remiss if he did not at least try to convey to him the importance of not doing certain things and not saying certain things on the phone. We know that the phone calls are being recorded, and he's just advising him, man.
That's just my opinion. Let's check out some of these comments, bro. Spody got 4.0 and they set up okay. Oh, so yeah, they said they got Spody involved in this. And he man, this is crazy, man. I don't think that any of this is facts because we don't know what happened. We don't know who set who up. We don't know what happened. I just know that if you touch one of ours, even if he is a buster, we all got busters from our set. We all got people who dropped the ball. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm saying he belongs over here, and you can't just do what you want to do to somebody over here. We're not going for that. On who? We're not going for that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want it being said that Gumby trying to start no shit between them. I'm just speaking on what's supposed to be. You know what I mean? What's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and that's just the facts, man. And of course, I made a long video earlier speaking about that issue, about excuse me, the back and forth between the gangsters and the neighborhoods or whatever, or should there have been a back and forth, a response? Should someone have retaliated or whatever? I spoke on that issue earlier, and I made it explicitly clear. And Gumby is saying the same thing. And as he said, and as I said earlier, this is not to start anything between any cars, any situations. We out here on the street. You can't start nothing with individuals in jail. They're not watching these videos. And we're not trying to start anything. We're content creators. We're being asked the question, what was supposed to happen? What should have been a response? Or what are the politics as it relates to this? And we're just explaining them. That, yeah, had it been a different situation or someone else that you did like that, there would have been a response. It'd be a war going on right now already. It's a war. Believe that. It's just a war. That's it. Take it for what you want. This is not braggadocio. This is not one gang gets more superior than the other. There's going to be a fucking response, and it's going to be immediate. Take it how you want to take it. Try it if you want to. There's going to be a response, and it's going to be an immediate response, bro. I'm just telling you what it is. I've seen it a million times all of my life.
You know?
It was a police walking down the pier, and he stopped the police and hey, like, man, I gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. I can't be here. These dudes tripping. So the police started laughing and was about to walk off. He's like, hey, no, help. Like, man, look, you playing, man. Like, I can't be in here. I'm telling you, these dudes tripping on the dead homies. Woo, woo. So, from there, the police like, oh, this dude's serious. The police, you know what I'm saying, told the other dude to hit the gate and let him out. And, he ended up in the other module, across from us. And those dudes came over here yesterday as well and was inquiring, was he straight? Did he just have some fades and then came over there, or, then he rolled it up? And it was, this call is being recorded. And told that he's rolled it up. I don't know how this is going to turn or play out, but that is a situation right there. And they saying that on top of that, he called his mother and reported what was going on to his mother. With that being said, I'm going to conclude this there. It's your boy, Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Um, like when you go to the county jail in Los Angeles County Jail, man, like you said, it's gang infested. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people do get caught up in them tanks. You know what I'm saying? In them dorms and them, you know what I'm saying, themselves. You know what I mean?
Which is
The shit is so crazy to me because like they so concentrated on this man being a buster. Okay, he's a buster. He did buster shit already. They saying he did buster shit in the past. That was on them to do
stupid
something
because
about
he
it.
never
That was on them to do something about it. You know what I mean? Before this even took place right here. But see, being that he was part of their community when this happened, you know what I'm saying? Somebody from that from that community shouldn't just stand by and be like, okay, well, he was a buster anyway. That's a cop out. You know what I'm saying? Like the United States, you can't even burn the United States flag. You can't do none of that shit. You know what I mean? Because it shows disrespect to not just one, to all of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know what I'm saying, think that this whole situation, you know what I'm saying, is not being handled according to where, you know what I'm saying, the where I would handle it. So that's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they feel like he's not worth going to war over, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I don't know about that because all our community, our pride and our respect is worth, you know what I'm saying, going to war for, you know what I mean? Like, you can't rob no Hoover nigga and get away with it. Like, no, that's not what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna switch a little pace real quick, you know what I'm saying, see what the boy.
All right. There you have it, man. That's Hoover Gumby. Shout out to Hoover Gumby. Go subscribe to his channel. Hoover Gumby, checking ain't cheating. Turn him up, subscribe to the channel. Check out his videos. He goes live often. Speaks his mind, as we know. He's opinionated. He stands on what he stands on. He's not going to back down from anyone or any situation, man. And again, he wasn't, to me, denigrating or disparaging Aunt Jefe or saying that he was a snitch. And in fact, he went so far as to say, I'm not saying that he's snitching. I am saying that he shouldn't be running this kind of content on the internet, that he's saying too much and naming names and all that. You're straddling in the line right now, basically. You are straddling in the line. And then, of course, he had comments about the situation with Baby Shooter and what happened to him in there, as I had comments about that as well. Again, a whole video on it this morning and how that was supposed to go. Or, I don't know what's going on with that situation either. As I said earlier, no way, that's out. That's just not how it goes. So I don't know. Maybe they're plotting and planning. Maybe there's going to be something else. Again, I'm not asking for this. None of us are. Just saying, as it relates to the politics there in the county jail and in prison, what just happened is a no-no. That's it. If you don't live that life and you're never been in the county jail, good, that's fine. And man, bless you. Never go there, never live that life. But if you are living that life and you are there, then them putting their hands on your homeboy, breaking his arm, as we now know, that's what happened. Go check out the video that I did earlier. Baby Shooter called in. Baby Shooter calls in. He called in and hollered at Whack 100 and said that his arm was broken, that his rib was fractured, and that they stabbed him. This is what he said. Excuse me. This comes out of his own mouth. That they stabbed him, broke his arm, and fractured his rib. Damn, dogged him out, did him bad. The hell? No, I'm sorry. No. You ain't gonna hear about it like that. One of the homies calling in, talking about, they stabbed him up, broke it. But I don't know, he was in there hollering and all that. I don't know how he was doing all that either. You gotta stay down. But regardless of what he did, that's out. But okay, there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hoover Gumby did not crash out, as far as I'm concerned, on Aunt Jefe. Wasn't trying to crash out on him or call him out. He was listening to his content. He just said, oh, you're saying a lot. You're saying names. Be careful. I've been through this. I've been in jail. Fought the death penalty twice. They gonna bring this stuff up, man. They gonna bring this stuff up that you're doing right now on this phone. They gonna bring it. You don't see it right now. You don't think so. Just got in there. Like, later on, they gonna bring it up in this case. They gonna try to book you based on this stuff, this gang stuff that you're talking on the internet, and you're in there for, allegedly for gang activity, for unaliving someone based on the gang or whatever. This is what they charge you with. So you want to stay as far away from any gang content as possible. That's all he said. Let me know what you think in the comments. Go check out Hoover Gumby. Checking ain't cheating. Subscribe to this channel as well. The Inside Story with me, Damian Porter. Stay safe and stay free. People.